More than a third of U.S. adults have pre-diabetes, and most of them don't even know they have it.
In fact, new research finds a healthy plant-based diet could reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. CBS 17's Liz Ortiz is here now with what we need to know. Liz.
Well, guys, if you go to your local supermarket, there are plenty of plant-based food options, but researchers say the key to lowering your risk of diabetes is choosing items that are not processed. Healthy plant-based diets may lower the risk of developing diabetes. That's according to a new study from Harvard University.
What is really healthy in a plant-based diet is that when we eat food that is not processed, which is high in fiber, we tend to eat less.
Elizabeth Politi is a certified diabetes educator and dietitian with Duke Health.
Fiber has been shown to slow the digestion of nutrients and therefore to provide satiety,
which is the sense of feeling full. Researchers studied more than 10,000 participants and found those who developed type 2 diabetes had a lower intake of healthy plant-based foods. They were also more likely to have high blood pressure and cholesterol and be less active.
So what does a healthy plant-based diet look like?
The main difference between the unhealthy and the healthy plant-based diet, it's about the amount of processed food. So we're thinking of food that it's on the table the same way that it is in nature.
Healthy plant-based foods include vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and nuts. You want to stay away from things like refined grains, potatoes, fruit juices, and sweets. Politi says your risk decreases of developing diabetes when you eat well and maintain a healthy weight.
To me, it's also an encouragement not to completely eliminate animal protein, which could provide satiety and other important nutrients, but yes, to limit as much as possible food that is processed and refined.
And Harvard researchers plan to do more studies to understand how healthy versus unhealthy plant-based diets reduce the risk of other chronic diseases like heart disease and cancer. Guys?
Yeah, it does make a difference what you eat.
It
Absolutely.
does.
Liz, thank you.